Hello. Hi. We're live. There's always that little awkward bit. I haven't done the introduction thing yet, but here we are. Hello. Welcome to Mare's channel. We are going to be playing Halo and Horns for you today. If you don't know, Halo and Horns is a TTRPG written by Connie Chang that you can find if you're curious and you want to go come check it out. You like what you see. There's a chat command. I believe it is !game, right? Can we throw that in there? I'm joined today.
Just used it.
There we go. I am joined today by two lovely individuals. But hello, my name is Christian. I go by Kappa in most online spaces, and I'm really excited for today. This is going to be fun, goofy, short, and sweet. So I'll throw it over to my good friend here, Gonah.
Hi, I'm Gonah. I am a streamer as well as TTRPG player, and I am very excited to pull at the heartstrings of mortals, because I mean that's just what I do in my everyday life as well. You can find me most places as Gonah Hawking, Gonah_Hawking if you nasty. Yeah, Caitlin.
Hello, I'm Caitlin. I'm excited to get my heartstrings pulled on. I am playing the Mortal today, so I'm gonna get my shit rocked. It's gonna be great. I am also a variety streamer and TTRPG enthusiast, and I'm super excited.
Thank you both. And shout out to our wonderful host, Mare, running tech in the background. Hello, Mare. Everyone give a round of applause and shout out to the lovely Mare. Always think about your tech and thank them, because they do so much work. Nothing can happen without them. So yeah, let's get into some of the premise of this game. So Halo and Horns is a one-sheet micro RPG that is a little different than others. There are two GMs, one who's an angel, one who's a devil, and then the one player who will be played by Caitlin today. At the moment, you can see on your screen who is the angel and who's the devil, but a little bit of a twist, Caitlin doesn't know which one we are. So,
I'm not allowed to look at the Twitch page.
Yeah, not allowed to look at the Twitch page. And well, hopefully we can obscure that for a little bit while Caitlin tries to figure things out. But you can see also on your screen that we have our own individual goals. They might be throughout the game, they might intertwine, they might intersect, but they are meant to be separate on purpose because that enhances the goofiness of the game. So please enjoy. We are going to get into this. Gonah, are you okay doing the setting?
Absolutely. So, Caitlin, your character, who has yet to be introduced, for a moment, is just in that state of waking up where you could be anywhere. You could wake up, open your eyes, and you could be on a fantastic beach of an island. You could be anywhere. But instead, you're in your room, and it's New York, and it's loud, and you can hear people yelling outside. And Lordy Lou, it's very warm, so you can smell that street smell that's down there already. And as you kick your feet out of bed and you face away and towards a mirror, what do you see?
Right, so as I get up, I head to my mirror, and Lily sees a woman 29-ish, coming up on 30. She has brunette hair that is kind of just rumpled, little like shoulder length-ish. As you look around her room, she has some posters hung up, some fake plants, kind of generic New York style, trying to make a tiny bedroom look like something worth living in. Couple of stylish blazers hung in the closet, or what passes for a closet. Yeah.
Okay. At this point, you know that like you've got a little bit of extra time, but you should probably start getting ready to go to work. But at the same time, like what if today was just an off day? What if today was just an oyster kind of day where you fled the world's troubles? What do you do?
I will think for a second and then kind of sigh and then get ready for work. So blazer goes on, go out to the kitchen, get, a quick Luna bar and pour some coffee and get ready to head out.
As you are pouring that coffee, you hear from behind you near the door, "Oh, Lily, that's the shitty coffee. Why didn't you make me the good coffee?"
Make you the anything. I have to go make your own.
Just one cup. Just put the K cup in there for me, please.
You are the worst. And I will pull a K cup out and just set it in the Keurig.
And you're the best.
I know.
As you put the Keurig in, you turn around. There's Dylan just kind of haphazardly putting on a Wicked t-shirt, vibrantly green, and you can see that they have not yet they didn't wash off all the makeup from last night's show. They're still, hair is akimbo. It's all over the place. Lil, are you still available to help tonight with the stage setup?
Where was it again?
Oh, it's the small theater over on 3rd Avenue.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, the one that I always use.
Third and 22nd, right?
3rd and 22nd. Yep, you got it. I'm still not awake. I'm so very tired. Coffee.
Yes.
And he starts drinking it.
What time do you need me there?
I mean, technically right around 6 p.m., but if you can get there earlier, we can set up faster.
Okay. Yeah, I can be there. At some point, you've got to book something that's got a crew.
No, I understand that, but until I can pay better bills, that's not gonna happen. I gotta get some work done. Maybe. What if I did what if my cheekbones were higher? Look at this. How's that? Yeah?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, right?
While inspecting Dylan's cheekbones, you hear your phone go off. There's a notification, and it's the ringtone from your boss.
Okay, well, I gotta take this so that I can support you in the manner to which you've become accustomed. Hang on. And I'll answer the phone. This is Lily.
Lily, where are you? You're supposed to be running the meeting at the start of the day. You were supposed to come in a little bit early, remember?
That I thought that was tomorrow. Shit. I will be there ASAP.
So your boss, Bobson Dugnut.
Yeah.
Is
DM, would you mind spelling that, please?
Bobson? Bobson?
Bobson
Dugnut. Dugnutt. Your boss, Bobson, Mr. Dugnut, is notorious for pushing team meetings onto the team members themselves. It helps build morale and gives everyone some sort of accountability. But he also tends to forget which one of the team members. And so this might be one of those instances where it was meant for someone else, but it might have been you. And it might have been you, but you're 80% on that.
Yeah. Okay. I will swear and wave goodbye at Dylan and rush out the door.
Wait, no, come here.
What?
Come here. Hugs.
Oh my God.
You're
Okay,
gonna do
yes,
amazing today.
Thanks. I gotta go. Goodbye.
Bye.
And I will start booking it to the train.
Perfect. So you're booking it to the train. You've got you got your Luna bar out the door, unwrapping it. All of a sudden, as you hit the street, going, what mode of transportation are you going to go? You're going to take a taxi? You're going to take the subway?
At this point, probably the subway. Trying to get an Uber would just take too long, so I'm just gonna book it.
Great, cool. So and
probably it'd be the J train.
It would be the J train
Brooklyn.
towards you said your office is in Brooklyn?
I live in Brooklyn. My office is in Financial District.
In FIDI. I knew that. See, I knew that one. All right, the Financial District. Okay, great. And at this point in time, it is very crowded. It is super crowded. Mm-hmm. And so you are continuing, trying to go as fast as possible. There are people in your way. Are you shoving? Are you like? Excuse me. Are you? Describe how you make it through the crowd.
I'm not shoving, but I'm doing the thing that you learn to do where you just kind of like slide past people. So you're not pushing anyone physically, but you're kind of pushing past people. Got it.
Along the way, in the subway station, there's a very familiar face, someone that you pass by every single morning. This violin player. I don't have a name. Well,
does she know the name?
Yeah. So yeah. Do you know the name? Who is? What
Probably
is this?
Not. Probably like I'll nod and smile, but I haven't stopped to talk to them.
Got it. And so at this, you are also notice every single morning the violin case is open with just a spare bit of change in there. As you pass by, you do the nod. Are you doing anything extra as you this is the last thing that you notice before you got to get on the train?
No, I'm booking it to the train. I'm late.
Great. Cool. The train, crowded as ever. You make it to Financial District, bust into the office, slightly out of breath. Bobson, Dugnut stands in it's a lobby area, right? And stands arms crossed right in front of reception, and motions over to the conference room, where a laptop and a projector is already set up for you. 4 or 5 people waiting in anticipation. Everyone was early for some reason, but you make it to work on time, just a little late for setup.
Yeah.
At the moment, you are supposed to be giving a presentation. What is this presentation about?
Well, I'm an accountant, so which is a thing that Lily knows a lot about and Caitlin does not. The presentation is going to be over the changes to the upcoming tax code and how it might affect some of our clients in this year's tax season.
Okay. Can you roll me 2d6? We're gonna go with the Powered by the Apocalypse, where 4, 5, and 6 are. Sorry, no. 7 and above is going to be a success, and depending on the situation, we might get a mixed success, and 3 and below are failures.
Okay. That is a 1 and a 6.
1 and a 6. Okay, so that's a mixed success. Your presentation, while very informative, you were very prepared going into it, but the material is just not interesting for everyone there. It's very dry. Everyone should know it. Everyone will know it. But first thing in the morning, a meeting, Bobson was out of his mind scheduling this without even bringing donuts or coffee. So it doesn't really go through, but you feel good about yourself. Having knowing the material, you know you're going to have a lot of questions later on.
as you are giving the presentation, a very small, she is 18. You know that she is underpaid. You might know her name. Knocks on the door, and as she's coming in, she has a box of donuts, and there's like 6 coffees balanced on there, and on top of the coffees is a set of car keys. And she goes up to Bobson Dugnut, and she's, here, sir, your car was washed, and here are the coffees. And as she starts passing them out, she spills one all over her blouse. And of course, it was the one that had 5 shots of espresso. So it's like that super dark coffee.
Jacqueline, you're late.
I know.
Pull yourself together.
I'm so sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. This is my fault. Enjoy the donuts, and I'll thank you. And she tries to leave, but as she's trying to leave, she makes eye contact with you and has to somehow pass by you in order to get out of the door.
Mm-hmm. I'll just smile and like step aside.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a good day. And she leaves.
Everyone, I got you donuts.
Thank you so much, Bobson. That is so considerate of you.
Oh yeah, picked fresh from the bakery this morning. Meanwhile, the intern, we haven't named her yet, is
Jacqueline, I think is
Jacqueline.
Yep.
Bob was a dick.
I've
Yeah, that's right.
Name.
That's right. I named her Jacqueline.
Good job, Kappa. Proud of you.
Oh yeah, Jacqueline is someone you can't really see her. She's disappeared for a few minutes. The rest of the day, kind of straightforward, standard. You know, you're looking. Are you looking forward to your the engagement that you've got planned for later today?
I'm looking forward to helping Dylan out. I'm not looking forward to what I'm assuming is going to be manual labor.
Okay. Throughout the day, you're getting texts from Dylan. Gonah, what do those texts say?
They're anything from, oh my God, this event is going to be my career maker. I promise you, this is gonna be it. This is the big one. To oh my God, I think they hate me. I think so. I just tried to go wash my hands in the bathroom, and as I did it, I like flicked my hands, and the water went all over Jonathan's shoes, and like I think he hates me now, and I think they're gonna fire me, and they're gonna kick me out of the it's a roller coaster of a day for Dylan.
So is this like a workshop? Is this a staged reading? What am I helping with?
Dylan texts back, just tech things, ooh woo, and a little like the heart kissy face.
Okay.
As you are working, the hours go by. Lunch is pretty uneventful. You end up eating a salad every time. But after lunch, like that, you're just ticking down the hours. Mm-hmm. And it gets to 4:45. And what does it look like for you at 4:45?
I start like it's kind of like the last 15 minutes of class when everyone starts packing up their backpacks. Like I'm just kind of closing out my email, setting my autoresponder on till tomorrow morning, shutting my laptop, making sure that like my phone and my keys and everything are back in my purse, just kind of like closing down for the day.
Okay. As you're closing down, the intern, Jacqueline, mm-hmm. comes up to you, and she's just, you see that she has on the same shirt, but it's very, very wet. And probably she has spent the entire day like just trying to wipe it off every once in a while. And so it's just been a continuous damp spot on her previously pristine shirt. And she's, look, I just really wanted to tell you, I'm so sorry about the meeting today. I'm new here, and I guess I didn't mean to like ruin your presentation. You looked really smart while you were doing it.
Oh, thanks. Don't worry about it. Seriously, I feel bad for your shirt.
Oh, I'm sure espresso comes out. Like it's not an issue. But yeah, you seem to be so confident about all of the stuff you do, and that's so cool that you're so confident and you're just able to go on the fly with whatever comes to you.
Well, it comes with time. You've got time. You're what, a freshman?
No, I'm in college.
Right. You're freshman in college?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. See,
I thought that was just high school.
No, yeah. No, you've got time.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah. But yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
She heads back to her desk. You look up at the clock. It's 5 o'clock on the dot.
Bye.
As you head out, what I name Doug Nut, Bob's and Doug. I mean, I have it right here. I can just look down. I just decided to. Anyway, Bobson, Lily, before you head out, can you please step into my office?
Yeah, of course.
Lily, thank you for doing the presentation earlier today. I'm sure the team has absorbed the information, know it top notch, of course, to your tutelage. You've been doing very well, and so I'd like to reward your hard work.
I appreciate that.
I'd like to offer you a promotion. How would you like to be the assistant to the manager? Now, this would, of course, come with a significant pay bump.
The manager being you?
Yes.
Okay. Would I still be doing accounting work, or would it be more of an executive assistant type of thing?
Well, there would be some accounting work, but there will be a lot more responsibilities, making sure that the rest of the accountants are turning in their work on time and checking, parsing through it. Some of the duties that I do myself, as the day-to-day, less of the big picture things. Mm-hmm. But you would be in charge of that.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'd definitely be interested if you can send over some kind of like offer for me to look over.
Great. So here, and he hands you a packet. You open it up, just all like the front page. The biggest thing that you see is a 40% pay increase. It's significant. Mm-hmm. But you also see, you also see, you'd be working a lot of later hours. You'd be coming in later, but you'd also be working a lot later.
Mm-hmm. Great. Well, give me a chance to look this over, and I'll get you an answer soon.
If you can have an answer by tomorrow, that would be most ideal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now go. I don't mean to keep you assistant manager.
We'll see.
Sounds
all right,
nice,
thank
right?
You. Yep. And I'll head out.
As you head out, the theater honestly isn't that far away from where you work, but at the same time, there's a lot of people around. So how are you going to get to the theater? It's, I would say, 5 blocks away.
Oh, I'm going to walk.
Okay. as you're walking, of course, there's the throng of people. It's 5 o'clock everywhere, not just somewhere, but here now. And so there are several people who are just trying to get home. Everyone is very tired, very warm. You see, thanks to the summer heat, there are several people who have blazers and jackets that are just draped over their arms rather than wearing them or rolling up their sleeves. And as you are walking, you notice that there is someone right near the corner who appears to be doing magic tricks. And you can't always follow it, but this person is able to have a knife that you assume is probably a fake knife, and is able to make it disappear and then reappear. And then as he's juggling them, there are 3 knives dancing in the air.
I will move off to the side because, the cardinal sin of any New Yorker is blocking a sidewalk. And just kind of watch the magician for a couple minutes, see if I can figure out how he's doing it.
Roll 2d6.
That's a 2 and a 5.
So you might not know the exact mechanics of it, but you know that the 3 blades that are going up there actually interlock into one. And so you get that part of the trick at least. You're not totally sure how he's making things disappear. And while you're watching, you do notice that he has a small bag with a cat in it, and next to that cat is sundry coins and bills.
I will step forward and just drop like $2 in the bag once I see the cat.
This very tall man, as he is juggling, bows to you and says, "Thank you, madame," and then does a bit of a flourish, and 2 of the blades go up. And you don't see them ever come down. I'm sure it was some kind of a magic trick.
Yeah.
As you continue on your way, you do make it to the theater. You already know the front way's locked. It always is. And you go off to the back way where Dylan has shown you the key that works.
I will let myself in.
Initially walking in, it is very dark. It is very cold. But you can hear further in where the backstage is, because right now you are in office areas, shall we say. Like, this is more where if anything needs printed, any files, managerial, financial stuff, like this is where that's all kept. You go through there, and that's where the props and things like that are. And there is Dylan talking with they are an androgynous person, but as of right now, they are currently wearing a dress, but they also have very clearly glued onto their face a very thick beard. And they appear to be talking to Dylan about something with their dress, with their costume.
Hey.
You're here, you made it. Thank
did.
you. And Dylan comes over and gives you a big hug.
Mm.
Okay, so it's tech stuff.
Right.
Here's a microphone.
Okay.
I'm apparently the only person who knows how to work a soundboard here. So if you could just stand on stage and I'll tell you to like move to different places and stuff like that. I'm gonna set up the soundboard for stuff, if that's okay.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, cool.
Also, guess who got a promotion today?
What? But you've always told me that Bob's a dick.
I mean, he absolutely is a dick, but I'm about to get paid a lot more money to deal with him.
Yeah. So does that mean you'll take like more of the bill for rent?
I am already paying 3/4 of our rent, dude. You cannot live rent free. I refuse.
But this face is too pretty to pay rent.
This face has a waiting job, and that money goes somewhere.
Like makeup.
Yeah, well, also rent. You're a big boy.
I'm a big boy.
Yeah, and big boys pay their rent, or at least like portions of it.
Okay. And so he goes to the very back of the theater where so the way that this theater is set up, you've got the stage, then the audience, and then in the back of the audience, like on the same seating level, is this large soundboard. Like for as cheap of a theater as this is, they have a nice soundboard. They're able to handle like up to 30 microphones, which you don't think they can fit 30 people on the stage. Like this is not how, but you know, whatever. Like I guess the whole budget on that thing, that's fine. It's fine. And so they go over to the soundboard and they put on their big ass headphones. Okay, go up center stage and just like say some lines, say some like bullshit.
To be or not to be, that is the question.
Okay, adjust the microphone a little bit. Okay, now stage left, center, left, stage, upper stage left. Okay, and different line.
Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune.
Why is it always Shakespeare with you?
Because we had to memorize it in senior English.
Stage right, upper.
Or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them.
Okay, that's so boring. Okay, got the speaking for the back. Can you do front center stage?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you sing a little bit? Like something loud, because I gotta, and there's you can now see that there are speakers set up, and so in your brain you probably know that like you have to be able to balance the speaker with the microphone so that way, and with singing it's different.
Any particular style you want? Can you just give me a song?
There goes a baker with his tray like always.
The same old bread and rolls to sell.
It's the morning that they came. Just the morning that they came.
To this poor provincial town.
Good morning, Belle. Okay, keep moving while you're doing that. And as you continue to sing through the rest of the verse, and Dylan is kind of showing you why maybe they're not getting the best jobs. You actually hear a clap from off stage. And that was very well done.
Yes, I'm well versed in sound checks.
Coming out of the shadows, you see a very tall woman. Her hair is cropped short. I wouldn't say she's buff, but you can tell that she has a background in dancing. Like she's got those dancers' muscles. And she says, I mean, for a cold read. I assume you didn't warm up on the way here. That was actually very, very well done. Do you have theater experience?
Back in high school, but I mean, not recently.
I'm shocked. And she puts her hand out. My name is Nora. I'm the director of the show.
Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Dylan's roommate, Lily.
Lily.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful name.
Thank you.
Well, I'm going to have to keep Dylan around if you're going to be able to come around every once in a while, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Dylan's great, so you should definitely keep him. Yep, you should keep him around.
You hear from the god Mike. Lily, if you're going to be talking, can you talk into the mic? I can actually use some EQs.
Right. Sorry. Yeah.
Just repeat what you said.
Oh, just that I'm Dylan's roommate, and it's Nora. It's really nice to meet you, and stuff. Do you direct here a lot? Do you direct other places?
This is, and it's a little humorous because she is not mic'd, but also as she is speaking, you can actually see under her vest, like her diaphragm tighten as she is projecting more and more, and like she is showing the level that you can hear with a mic and the level that you can hear with just straight sound. And she says, well, I very often direct here. This is my main locale. However, I have been known to do other events, especially if they are charity-led. So I have worked at schools. I've worked with colleges. I even went to Juilliard for a little bit just to be able to see the new talent.
Exciting.
So if you would ever like to get back into theater, could I trust a call on you?
Oh, well, my life has taken a bit of a different path.
Lily, into the mic, please.
Right. My life has taken a bit of a different path, but if you'd like, sometime we could, get coffee and talk about possibly a project or two.
I would love that. And she takes out a card from her vest pocket and hands it to you. It's got Nora Roberts and, stage director, phone number, address, all that kind of stuff all up on there. And it's also like, it's got that little like holographic-y sheen on there. Just really nifty.
I will take it and just kind of tuck it in my pocket.
Dylan, all the way back on sound, says, okay, one last thing. Who's my bitch?
I'm your bitch.
Hell yeah. And, you can see Dylan like take off their headphones and start like shutting things off without messing with any of the EQ that he just worked so hard on.
I come back there and kind of like grab him by a collar and like drag him into a corner.
I'm sorry. Did you not? Was that not something you wanted?
You did not tell me that you're holy shit, dude.
I met her and I was like, who would love you? Lily. She's so tall.
She's so tall. And she's so cool.
God, she does like, sometimes she'll come into like the dressing rooms and she'll just have a charcuterie tray. Like she'll just bring it in for the actors.
I love charcuterie trays.
Same. But yeah, she's super cool. Like, and she's okay with me being weird, which is also pretty cool. Like,
yeah, you can't really help that, so that's good.
Shit. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna, become an actor or anything, but like, I'll talk to her about it.
But I mean, you could.
I have a job and a career path, and that is not it.
I have both of those things.
Yeah, and I pay the vast majority of our rent.
Fine. Well, I guess you've used me in order to get a new contact to possibly date.
I mean, maybe.
So you may leave.
Oh, thank you. I feel appropriately dismissed.
Do we have any supper plans, or am I on my own? You on your own?
I mean, if you're gonna be here late, I can just grab something on the way home. That's easy.
Yeah, you just grab something. I'll see if there's anything around here. Maybe a charcuterie tray still has some grapes on it or some shit.
Yeah, okay. And I will make my way back home. I'll pick up some takeout Indian food on the way home.
Oh, why would you say that? Oh no, I need Indian food.
Because I ate my weight in Indian food on a regular basis when I lived in New York.
Dang. As you commute back home, picking up stuff along the way, you're checking your phone and you realize you've gotten an email from Bobson.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the subject line. It pops up in your notification. The subject line reads an additional perk for your promotion.
I will open it.
And so Bobson is kind of excited. Oh, one of the things I forgot to tell you is you will also be able to choose someone to work as your own assistant. You can choose from outside, you can choose to hire within, but if you do choose from outside, we are going to need to do a hiring process.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, something to think about. And then best regards, Bobson Dugnut, and then a quote from a sports show. For sports radio host or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I will respond real quickly and just say, thanks so much. Still looking things over. Just out of curiosity, would Stacy be available for that position?
Stacy, do you mean Jacqueline? Jacqueline Stacy?
No, I mean Stacy, who is the coworker I do not like for reasons.
Oh. That's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. It'll be a while before Bobson emails you back, but I'll say while you're getting into your meal, you get notification. Bobson has responded. Anyone in the office? Let me leave you with that.
Mull that over.
We come to
really? Was that from you, or was that from? Is that just the lingo now? Best regards. God, that's cruel.
Listen, there's a language that you need to follow when it comes to financials and district and stuff. You can't just write love or sincerely. It's too much. Does that
language include tutelage? I think you just wanted to say toot.
Yeah, kinda.
Disgusting.
Farts are funny.
You name them.
Watch this. Farts are super funny. And so while you're eating your Indian food. Are you eating it on the go? Are you at like a park bench or something, or did you wait until you were home?
No, I picked it up and came home.
Okay. You really gotta let one go.
Yeah, I mean, nobody else is home.
Yeah. and well, that happens somewhere in some ethereal plane. See, that was funny.
Ugh. Gross. Just gross. Ugh. Anyway, I think it's probably about time to put this one to bed.
Yeah. See, I think.
You think? Really?
Just shut up. I think I'm doing a pretty good job.
I guess you're being very, very circuitous about it.
I'd like what you pulled with the director there, but I mean, come on.
I'm not going to say Lily has a type, but
do you see how often she thinks about the money?
no, I see it. I see the little cogs, and I see it, but it's not always about money. Sometimes it's about something bigger than yourself.
Yeah. But also, this is New York.
New York is bigger than her. You're right.
We'll see how this plays out. I've got some stuff planned. Obviously, you do too.
So do I. I have so many things planned.
You and your notebook. It's all up here, baby.
As for Lily, like you feel that feeling of not dissociation in a bad way, but just that turning the brain off, not thinking about much. It might be time for bed. Maybe you could stay up. After all, if you're assistant, well, but you have stuff you have to get done. What do you do?
I will kind of split the difference. I'll get ready for bed, and then I'll scroll through TikTok for like an hour, and then I'll actually go to bed.
Is it really an hour? Is it really only an hour?
I'm gonna do it for 10 minutes, and then it's gonna be an hour.
All right.
As you sleep, there are dreams, and you think about the words that Bob used and how those were weird, but you also think about money, but you also think about the joy that comes from these people that are performing and getting money, even if it's not a lot. And you think about Dylan, and you have this weird dream where Dylan is trying to sew a dress that's actually the size of a tent, and it just kind of gets weird from there. And eventually you wake up. And it's another day. And you could open your eyes and be anywhere. You know where you are. You're not going to be fooled again. Not twice.
I will get up, get ready for work, go start the coffee.
As you are starting coffee, Dylan comes in, and at least this time it's a clean face. Like, you feel so bad for his pores, but he does what he can. And this time they actually made you coffee.
Aww, this is a first.
Yeah, well, tonight's one of the last nights before we start doing the real shit.
Like the shows?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're not doing, it's like dress rehearsal next, but like this is Hell Week. I am not looking forward to it, but at the same time, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good. Like, how often do you get to do a kid's show like Beauty and the Beast? Like, it's fun.
Yeah, that's a good show. So development on the promotion. I get an assistant.
I accept.
No. I get to pick my assistant. And I was thinking,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, having an assistant is a good thing, having somebody to help you to do the things you don't want to do. And, you know, I'm just thinking maybe Stacy hasn't reached her full potential yet.
would Stacy get would that be a promotion for her?
I don't know.
Would she
It's
get
like
more money?
assistant to the assistant manager? I'd have to look into it. But I just really love the idea of getting to tell her what to do.
I guess. You know, I keep telling you, like, you gotta move on. Jared was an ass anyway. Did you know
Yeah, Jared
at one
continues
point
to be an ass, but like she knew what she was doing.
did you know at one point he took a whole ass plate of fries and he put ketchup all over the top of it. Like not a puddle. He put it all over the top of his fries like a psycho.
I know. He was the worst.
Date a man like that.
Questionable choices were made. My point is, Stacy's due for some karma.
I guess.
It's not me, it's the universe.
I guess. Well, I've got practice all day. Some of the girls are being absolute bitches, so I'm gonna head out. I love you. Hugs.
Hugs.
And Dylan, in a surprising turn of events, leaves before you do.
What? I take a second to sip my coffee, and then I start getting ready to head out. As I do, I am relishing the like concept of bossing Stacy around, but I also keep thinking back to Jacqueline. And I kind of like mull that over in my head as I take the train in.
Awesome. You get to work. It's a lot more relaxed of a time than it was yesterday. And as you walk into work, who is there to meet you but Stacy? And she got a smile on, but it's like one of those smiles that is like super fake, and like the eyes are just so exactly there you go, and goes, I heard you were up for a promotion.
Oh, did you?
Congratulations, I guess.
Oh, thanks. That's so sweet of you.
Wow. Only a couple years at this firm and already making moves. Tell me, what's your secret?
Oh, I think I just really focus on work, you know, and just make sure that I'm doing the best that I can, and I don't let outside distractions get in the way of anything.
Well, good luck, and hopefully maybe one day we can work together on this.
Well, I know you're real good at sharing, so I'm sure that would be something really interesting.
She's obviously lost this, and so she's like, and like walks off.
Has he learned how to tie his own shoes yet? I know he was struggling with that.
She wait, hold on. Roll me roll 2d6s for me, please.
5 and a 6.
5 and a 6. You hear a pen snap somewhere in that general direction.
The rest of the workday is kind of a bit of a blur, and you feel you have so much on your mind that you just kind of space out, and that's where we're going to take our break. It's going to be like what do we say, 5-10 minutes?
Yeah.
5-10 minutes. Go out, pet your pets, hydrate, stretch, maybe text that person that you've been meaning to text. They miss you. And we will be back.
Welcome back, everyone. Hello. So we are into the second day of Halo and Horns. If you missed the break, Lily, our protagonist, is up for a promotion at work, and so we're kind of waiting on seeing what Lily's gonna go with and decide. But also, there is a theater production that's the director of has taken quite an interest in Lily, and so we'll see how that goes as well after the workday. But getting into the end of the workday, throughout the day, Bobson checks in on you, Lily, just kind of like obviously wants the answer, but filling it in with little bits of conversation of like, what are you going to do with the extra 2 weeks of vacation every year?
Oh, I hadn't thought about it. Any suggestions?
Ooh, well, anywhere tropical, anywhere where you can find a stiff drink is my preference. I'm not sure if that's anything of yours. I heard Lake Tahoe this year is going to have quite the snowfall. That's your thing.
Well, I'll have to think about that. Is there a time that's good for me to stop by your office?
At any point in the day, if you're willing to do so now, we can step into there.
Great. Yeah, let's take a second.
All right, right this way. And Bobson leads you into the office, and you pass by Stacy's desk, and she's like staring daggers at you, and you see Jacqueline just kind of like looking at, like watching in anticipation from away, just kind of like doing a little thing. And as the door closes, Bobson sits down, very like it was way too much effort to get in the chair. So have you come to a decision, Lily?
I have. I would like to accept your offer.
Perfect, wonderful. And who do you have in mind for your assistant?
I'd like Jacqueline if she's available. I think she's got a lot of potential.
Jacqueline? Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Just the other day, she spilled the coffee order.
I know, but she and I had a good conversation after, and I think she's got the right attitude. Just needs, some time.
Okay. I mean, are you sure? I can't recommend anyone a little bit more reliable. You asked about Stacy the other day. I think that would be a good fit. You two do seem to work together very well.
Do we? That's so interesting. No, I think we'll go with Jacqueline.
Okay. Well, if you would like to have that conversation now, we can call Jacqueline in here.
Yeah, absolutely.
He leans over, presses a button on his intercom. Jacqueline, can you come see us in my office, please?
Are the windows in this office, like, are the walls in this office like windowed? Are they glass or?
I'll say they're frosted, so you can tell people are inside, but not what they're and like their body shapes and stuff.
Right.
If you want a little bit of privacy, there is like the drop down blinds, but currently they're not in the situation. They're not in the orientation where you can see they're blocking anything.
That's fine.
Okay. And so Jacqueline walks in. Gonah, can you handle Jacqueline? Okay.
Yes, boss. And as she walks in, you notice that she actually has some pen ink on. It looks like there was some kind of a spray that went to her arm and like a part of her chest. So there's just like, as though someone was walking by and broke a pen and it exploded. Can I help you, sir?
Jacqueline, take a seat, please. This is a very serious conversation.
I kind of smile at her so she doesn't think she's getting fired.
Oh, okay. This is a good conversation. Good. I'm glad. Thank you. She sits down.
Jacqueline, Lily here has a little bit of a proposition for you. Lily?
Yes. Well, I, as you may have heard around the office, will be taking a new position in this department.
Oh, that's so exciting. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
You deserve it.
Yeah. And I will be in need of an assistant myself to help with the increased workload. And I've noticed your enthusiasm and the can-do attitude, and I was wondering if that's something you'd be interested in.
Oh, thank you. yes, I would be so interested. I've always wanted to be an accountant, and this would be perfect because I've always thought that you should follow a person that you really look up to, and you should watch what they do, and then you do what they do, so that way you're doing the same thing.
Slow down there. There's lots of contracts to sign and all this stuff. We've yet to determine compensation, but at the moment you do have the position. It does come with a lot of extra responsibilities. Do you think you can handle that, Jacqueline?
Yeah, I'm great with responsibilities. Like I remember all the things and I write them in my notebook, and yes, I'm good at that.
Okay, just wait here. I will go get the contract papers drawn up, and Bobson will. He's stuck in the chair and then gets out of the chair. It's not that he's too big for it. His leg got caught underneath one of the wheels as y'all were talking. He's just kind of struggling with it. And he leaves the room, leaving you two here alone in the office.
So you're moving up.
And so are you.
I mean, yeah, but like that, it's different. But like, are you gonna have enough time for all of this? Like, he's a DICK, but he works long hours here. Is that gonna be like? That's not gonna, flush into your romance life or anything?
Okay, well, we're gonna have a talk about things that are okay to bring up. Your boss's romance life, not one of those things.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Mr. Bobson very often has me schedule his romance life, so I just assumed.
We're gonna have a chat about that as well. You will no longer be doing that.
For Mr. Bobson or for you?
Either. We're gonna. Have you not taken an HR class yet? We'll talk.
They don't put the interns through that. They just kind of assume we know what we're doing.
No, I mean like at school. They don't make. We'll figure it out. We'll chat. Yeah, it'll be longer hours for me. Your hours may change as well, but obviously school comes first, so we'll work around that. And we'll get you on the right path. Don't ever schedule anyone's romantic anything.
But it wasn't anything. It was just like, oh, his wife wants to go have dinner at this place, or his mistress wanted to have dinner at this other place. One time they wanted to have dinner at the same place, same time. I told him that wasn't a good idea. I saw too many shows that tried to do it and it didn't work.
And here we are as Bobson walks into the room. All right, so just look over this packet, make sure you all of the relevant boxes are checked off for you to sign, and Lily, here's yours as well. And yes, so starting next week, you two will be starting in your respective positions. Lily, the office on the other side of the corner office, the one that was under construction, that one will be yours. Go ahead and move all your stuff, and we'll start early next week.
Excellent. Looking forward to it.
As you are filling these out, you get a text from Dylan, and all it says is OMG, and then like 50 T emotes, and then one fire.
Okay. I will finish filling out the paperwork, hand that over to Bobson. Let Jacqueline know, just go ahead and pack your stuff up, and we'll move you to the desk closest to my office.
That sounds great. Thank you so much. And she shakes your hand and heads out, and she's out of the room.
And then I will also head out of the room, head over to my desk, and make a big show. I'll pull out a banker's box and start putting things into it, and start moving towards that corner office. Obviously it's still under construction, so I won't go in yet, but just kind of set boxes down next to it in a very clear, this is my office now way, and just be making eye contact with Stacy the whole time.
And Stacy is having to pack up her desk too because you are moving Jacqueline to that spot.
Yes.
And she is angry. Her hands have slightly stained with the same ink that was on Jacqueline's shirt. But yeah, the rest of the day, for the rest of the workday, you're feeling pretty good. You're feeling great. And
once all that death stuff happens, I will text Dylan back with just like 3 question marks.
You notice the notification pop up, and that, first of all, lots of emojis. Second of all, this is a paragraph, a chunk paragraph. So like maybe it needs more than a glance. Mm-hmm. So like you think about that. You ruminate on the idea of how deep do you want to dive right here in the middle of work.
Yeah. I will wait till the end of the workday. And then around like 4:30 or so, I'll open it up.
So as you open it up, there are actually now multiple paragraphs. You did not realize Dylan was going to be a novelist, but there you go.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's a new profession he's working on.
Yeah. I'm working on my script. Oh my God. So, you know how we're doing Beauty and the Beast? Well, the Belle apparently, first of all, she was doing some pretty sketchy stuff in the background, and you can hear this all in their voice. Like somehow you have just spent too much time with him, and like maybe some separation needs to happen, because you can just hear it in your head of like, oh my God. So she was doing this super shady stuff. And apparently one of the things that she was doing was she was going around to restaurants, and like she was doing that thing where you go in back and you take the food that is okay but not okay, and she would just like take that, and that was her food. And I mean, it's one of those live your life, but that's kind of nasty too. And so I guess she was eating that food. And while she was eating that food, apparently she got both salmonella and herpes. And I don't understand how that works. But because of all of the side effects, go. But because of all of the side effects and everything, like she can't be Belle. And so, like, I guess the understudy's going to take it. And I don't even know what's going to happen with that, because she's already kind of had a bit of a nervous breakdown just hearing about it. But, like, we're, thoughts and prayers and all that kind of stuff. But, oh, my God, she was, like, dumpster diving for food. Many emojis.
I'll text back. LOL, that's so gross. I'm glad that you have an understudy, though.
Of course. Like... we're professionals, like duh. And that there's a little bit, but enough about me. Have you talked to Nora? There's like a bunch of O's in that Nora.
No, I was a little busy getting my oh God, I'm dropping dice everywhere. I was a little busy getting my big promotion.
It's finalized! Millions of question marks, exclamation points, and like a weird little N that landed in there somehow.
And I'll be like, yep. New intern is the assistant. Decided I didn't want to deal with Stacy.
Hard agree. She's the worst. And then the little like green-faced emoji. So, I mean, if your life's turning around, that's a hell of a time to text someone and start wooing them. And there's like this face emoji. I think that emoji exists. If not, it does in this world. Canon.
I'll text back. I never said anything about wooing, just coffee.
I mean, I guess. See you when you get home. Dinner is on me.
I'll text back. So many firsts today.
You just see the word RUD. Rid.
And when 5 o'clock comes around, I will head out.
Before you head out, you get a notification on your phone. At this point, a text from Bobson, telling you, Lily, there is a check for you. Think of it as a signing bonus. On my desk. I've left for the day, and just go ahead and pick it up before you leave.
I will head into Bobson's office.
And so, in Bobson's office, I mean, you've been here before. The desk is a little bit messy. There's piles of paper, but you imagine that there's some sort of organized chaos to it. And right there on the middle is an envelope with a check in it for $10,000. A note that just says signing bonus. As you're looking around, you see on the desk like some weirdness. You're a good accountant. You know how books should look and all that stuff. And so kind of in passing, you're looking down and you notice that there's some errors in the books. There are some discrepancies, and as you look further, there's a fair some amount of money missing from a bunch of high-level accounts.
I will pick up my check.
Mm-hmm.
And I will text back to Bobson. Got the check. Noticed a couple of things about the books. Have some questions. Let's chat tomorrow.
Bobson does not respond.
Mm-hmm.
It's read though, like almost immediately.
Yeah. I will immediately, when I leave, go straight to an ATM and deposit that check. Just in case.
Perfect. You make it back home. Dylan is has as promised provided dinner. However, it's KFC.
Okay, so I was going to go with McDonald's, and like he was going to like prepare it all nice, but no, KFC. Gross.
You gave some poor actress salmonella and herpes. That's not really angel work of you.
I didn't give it to her. She found it on her own.
Right. And the fact that anyway. I'm doing
nice
good work
by
here.
The way, showing her the number. She just got this job you gave her. Like she's gonna stick her neck out for a moment. Like that feels like a low blow.
Money doesn't always come from nowhere, so it's got to come from somewhere.
Doesn't
Anyway.
always come from nowhere, but it very often does if you're doing the stuff you're doing.
Okay, just bring.
That's what I thought.
Do whatever you got going on with Nora. Just do that. Just do that.
Tell you what, let's just
Mind
sit
your
in
own
silence
business.
while they eat KFC.
KFC's delicious.
It's weirdly like it feels like a lot of stuff has been happening over the past couple of days. It's weirdly quiet while you're eating the KFC. It's like that a moment of just sitting, enjoying, no one's talking, it's just quiet, eating the KFC. KFC, please sponsor us. As you
Or Popeyes if you want us to quit mentioning KFC.
Yeah, there you go.
those are about the only two chicken places I can think of that I would really care about, though.
Those are the only two chicken places. There are no other chicken places.
No.
Just those two.
Good. So, as you are preparing for the night, you set your purse over on the chair next to your nightstand, and you see something fall out of it, and it is Nora's card.
What time is it?
Oh, it's right around 8:30, closer to 9.
Okay. That's still acceptable.
Ooh, sneaky.
I
She had it. It fell.
I will. Theater people don't sleep. That's very true. I will take my phone and I will just text. Hi, this is Lily. Hope rehearsal's going well. Let me know if you want to meet up for that coffee. Sometime.
You sit and you watch, and there's that moment of like bated breath, of like, what if this is a fake card that she gave me? Like, what if she was just being nice? What if and then you see the 3 little dots, boo-doo-doo-doo, boo-doo-doo-doo. And you see oh, Lily, comma, I'm so glad you reached out. Yeah, I love coffee. Do you have anything tomorrow during lunch? Or are you a morning person?
I'll text back. Not a morning person, haha. I usually take lunch around noon in the financial district.
LOL. Samesies though. I know a perfect spot. And it's actually like right between where you work and where this theater is. So you can meet halfway. There's like a weird moment of like, does she know where you work? Like the specific place, but then you're like, no, it's financial district. It's New York. Everyone knows all of the streets of New York. That would be lovely. I'll see you then. Good night. And a little heart. It's blue.
Oh,
I'll
it's
say night, winky face.
And you fall asleep. I don't feel like dealing with her dreams tonight. You deal with them tonight.
blue. Okay. You asked for this.
I didn't ask for it. I just want a break.
No.
Lily dreams. It's a fairly pleasant dream. Though just slightly awkward. You find yourself eating inside of a KFC. I don't know who does this anymore, but inside of a KFC, and you're enjoying the chicken. Tastes just like Indian food though, for some reason. And you look across the table and you see Nora. And Nora seems to be enjoying as well. And there's that weird dream thing where you understand the conversation that's happening, but you can't really make out the words, right? And it's just small talk. Nora's asking you about, where you come from, and embellishing on where she is coming from, and all of a sudden it's an upscale restaurant. Stacy comes by and gives you a wine menu, and as you pick out the wine, you look back up and oh, it's Jacqueline now. And you look back over to Nora. All of a sudden, it's Bobson messing with, and instead of KFC, it's a bunch of books, a bunch of I don't know, calculators. I don't know what accountants use.
I can't wait to show this VOD to Terrell, who is an accountant in real life.
And you look around you, it's piles of cash. Gold coins. It's like the Cave of Wonders, y'all. And you look around you, everyone seems to, as soon as you notice cash, you look around and just see, this veritable treasure. And when you try and focus back on who's around you, no one's around. You are on a throne. made of cash. And you wake up.
Mhm.
I'll say over the next few days, there seems to be something weird going on at work. Bobson hasn't come in. Dylan is plugging away slowly on the theater stuff, occasionally inviting you over the next few days to come back and all that stuff. But after a couple days, you wake up one morning. You meet Dylan out in the the communal area and goes, okay, the dress rehearsal is tonight, the final thing before the live show. I hope you can make it. Everything is set to go. You're all that Nora seems to be able to talk about sometimes, or when at least in conversation with me, it's always Lily this, Lily that.
What can I say? I'm captivating.
That you are, but can you be captivating, somewhere else where it doesn't affect my career?
I mean, I don't have to come to the dress if you don't want me to.
I'm just kidding. I love you.
I'll put in a good word for you, and I wink at him.
Oh, when is this happening?
When is what happening?
I don't know. You said you'd put in a good word. I imagined that there was some sort of meeting or a date or, an escapade.
Oh, no, that was, I was just I was joking. I don't know. We've talked about, getting coffee. Hasn't happened yet. Lunch,
Coffee and lunch is the new Netflix and chill, right?
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I thought we were just getting lunch.
It could just be lunch.
Yeah. Right. Okay, I'll figure that out.
I gotta go run lines.
Okay, well, I'll see you tonight. Break a leg.
Thank you. And don't forget, and don't think I've forgotten. I want to hear everything about your promotion. What's it like?
Yeah.
How's the assistant?
She's adorable. Bob hasn't shown up since I got it, so I don't really know what's going on with that.
Ooh, scandalous.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. As I'm walking to the train, I will pull out my phone and look at the text chain from Nora, and then just go back and read the ones we were talking about getting lunch, and try to see if I can tell what's going on. And then I'll just think about it, and I'll just text her, how about today for lunch? I know it's dress. Figured you could use a break.
This has happened a couple of times where you will exchange a picture of haha, saw a duck in the lake and things like that. Nora sends you a picture, and it's a selfie. Her hair it's mussed in such a way that you swear she must have planned it. It's a roguish flare. She looks very, very tired, but there's a completely painted set behind her, and you notice that she has splotches of paint on her face as well. And she says, darling, I would love a break. Same place I suggested?
Sure.
At noon, right?
At noon.
I can't wait. Maybe I'll wash up a bit. LOL.
Haha, sounds good. And then I type out but no Netflix, and then I delete it. And I had to work.
As you head to work, you actually see Stacy there. and she is talking to Jacqueline. And you can see she's just, oh, well, Lily, sometimes she'll say one thing and she'll mean another. Like she'll say how much she cares about something, but then she'll just throw it away because it's not exactly what she thought it was. But she doesn't always know a good thing when she's used it. So I hope
I'll
you
walk
have
up.
one.
Is she facing towards me or away from me?
They're facing away from you, and like they're going to go into an elevator.
Mm-hmm. I will walk up behind them as they're talking, and then say, well, and sometimes I throw something away because it turns out somebody else was using it already anyway. Good morning.
Good morning, Lily. We were just talking about you.
Here.
Good morning, Lily. And Jacqueline kind of like gives you eye contact, but then looks away very, very quickly.
Okay.
I was just telling Jacqueline here all about how you seem to have these great motivations, but then really you're just in it for the money.
Interesting. So what are you in it for then?
I'm in it because I want to be a career woman with her own path in life. I'm one of those boss girls.
Oh,
Girl boss.
Can I give you a tip then?
I don't know. Will it cost you anything?
Not anything more than it already has. The most successful girl bosses tend to keep their social lives and their work lives separate. You might want to try that sometime.
I mean, I guess I could, but if you see something that someone else isn't using properly, you tend to try and take it.
Yeah.
And then she gets off of the floor, off of the elevator, onto the next floor. Oh my God, she just phases through. Just goodbye. I was a ghost the whole time.
I'm just gonna
Jacqueline is kind.
I look at Jacqueline and I just say, "Do not believe a word that woman says, ever."
It was just so surprising. I couldn't. What is she talking about?
Well, that depends a bit on what she said. If you feel comfortable repeating it, I can probably tell you.
Well, she just kind of said that you don't really care about, people. That, I mean, she kind of. Am I just an assistant to you?
Oh, honey. Let's get out of the elevator and I'll walk her over to my office. Is it okay if I close the door?
Okay.
I can leave it open if you want, whatever makes you comfy.
Close this, okay.
Okay. And I sit down and I say, okay, so we're going to break my rule just so we have context. I don't want to gossip with you. But just so you know, there was someone I was involved with that Stacy decided she would like to be involved with. I am no longer involved with that person. Stacy is. Does that put some things in context for you?
Yeah. Okay. So Stacy's just being really spiteful.
Yes, exactly. Stacy's a bitch.
Stacy's a bitch.
Yes.
But okay.
I picked you to be my assistant because I thought you had potential, because you seemed nice, and because the other choice was Stacy, who's a bitch.
Stacy's a bitch.
Okay?
I don't know. I didn't understand at first. I was so excited, but the more I thought about it, I'm always dropping things. I'm always getting my shirt dirty, and I've only been here for a month or so.
Mm-hmm. And you're always still showing up after, which is important. So yes, I mean, yes, you are my assistant. That is how I see you. That is how I should see you. Because we're colleagues who work together. And that's a good thing.
Okay. I have to tell you something about Bobson.
Okay.
He hasn't been here for a while.
I noticed that.
He was taking money.
Okay.
And that's not good.
That is true. How did you... What do you know?
Well, if someone isn't doing something good and you stop them, that's good, right?
Right.
What if the thing that you did to stop them was kind of bad?
That depends a bit on what you did. Can you be more specific?
We're colleagues, right?
We are colleagues.
I think it's better if I show you. Do you think you can come later tonight?
Come where?
Oh, sorry. Can you meet me? I don't know. We're somewhere in New York, something by the docks. I don't know. One of the lakes at Central Park.
I have somewhere that I have to be at 8.
Oh, okay. This will be later.
Yes, sure. I might need to bring a friend. Is that okay?
Oh, no.
Okay. So here's the thing, Jacqueline. You're being very vague, and I'm a little concerned for my safety.
Oh. Okay. You can bring a friend.
Okay. Sure.
It's not bad, I promise.
Okay. You did say that it was bad 10 seconds ago.
Bad for Bobson.
Right. Is this something that the, say, police would be interested in? Do we need to be concerned about that?
I don't know. No.
Did you kill Bobson?
No.
Do I believe her?
Go ahead and roll 2d6.
2 5s.
2 5s. Okay.
Oh wait, no, 5 and a 3. Sorry, that's a 3.
5 and 3 still. That's an 8. You believe Jacqueline believes what she's saying.
Okay. I'm gonna do a quick one over of her clothing and just make sure that there's nothing that looks dark red staining anything since she's, known for spilling things.
Yeah. No. Nothing of the sort. There is like a blue stain. This is the shirt that she was wearing a few days ago when a pen snapped next to her.
Okay. All right. Jacqueline, I need to ask you if there is any chance I could get into legal trouble by meeting you in Central Park tonight. And I need you to be honest with me.
Maybe. I don't know all the laws.
How about you just tell me? How about you just tell me right now? How about we just get it out in the open right now?
I hypnotized Bobson.
You hypnotized him.
He thinks he's a duck.
Oh. So he's in Central Park
Yeah.
being a duck.
Being a duck.
Okay. How does that solve the embezzlement problem? Do you think?
I was kind of hoping you could fix it.
I
You're
do
just so
not
good
know
at-
how to hypnotize people, so I'm not sure how I would do that.
Oh no, the embezzling problem. You're just really good at accounting. I thought while Bobson was pretending to be a duck or thinks he was a duck, you could fix it and then we can bring him back and everything would be fine.
Okay. The way that you fix embezzlement is to report it. Because the money's gone. So to fix it, otherwise you'd have to put the money back, and we don't have the money to put back.
This is why you're the accountant.
Because I know things like
You know
embezzlement.
things, and I don't. I'm sorry.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Okay. Tonight you're going to go get Bobson and make him not a duck. Okay?
Okay.
And I am going to consolidate some evidence. And then tomorrow, we're going to go have a chat with the regulation board people.
Gonna call the IRS.
We're gonna call the IRS. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So Bobson will be back in the office tomorrow and will be not a duck.
One more day?
No.
Oh, okay.
You hear a voice in your head that says, just let him be a duck. It's probably nicer than whatever he is.
You know what? We'll call the IRS and then we'll deal with him being a duck after they've had a chance to look over everything. We'll just say that he had a mental break. So okay, so leave him alone and we'll report it while he's still a duck. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So just do nothing. Just don't do anything.
Okay.
All right. I am going to spend the rest of my afternoon in Bobson's office, gathering evidence, and then put in a call to someone at the IRS to have somebody, call me back and take the report. I'm guessing like the next day because they move slow.
Yeah.
Do you go to lunch?
Oh, shit.
Or do you forget about it?
I probably forget about it until like 11:55 and then like book it out the door. So like, yes, I'm going, but I show up and I'm kind of like disheveled and like out of it.
And Nora does
sorry.
text at noon, like, got a beautiful table with a wonderful scenic view.
Great. Perfect. Sorry. Crazy day at work.
Really? And what? I mean, you're an accountant, so I imagine it's all just magical fairies and pixie dust, right?
Yeah, just, those dollars. Gotta make sure they're where they're supposed to be.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, being a worker for charity, we very often have to go over the books. We have to make sure that our charities are actually charities and not just places trying to steal money from us.
Mm-hmm.
I fully understand. Are you doing okay? You look a little like the picture I sent you earlier, minus the paint.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I've got a handle on it. Just, a lot going on. Just,
Okay. Well,
how's
passes
the
you a menu.
show? Dress rehearsal? Ready to go?
I
Heard
believe
about
so.
your bell.
And that would have been fine. I mean, we do understudies, and the understudy has been at every single practice, but she's been having a bit of a tough go at it. I don't think she's as confident with the part as she thought she was going to be. She has yet to go through an entire show without crying.
Oh dear.
Yes. And it's particularly odd when you're in the middle of Be Our Guest and your guest is sobbing in the middle of the floor. But we always just have the plates go in front of her and cover her up, and it's not ideal. The waiter comes over, takes your orders. Nora has a it's almost a Reuben, but it doesn't have any of the stuff, the old cabbage coleslaw.
Sauerkraut.
Nope. Sauerkraut, but no sauerkraut on it. And just generally sits, chats, and has a good time with you. After you're each about halfway through your meal, it's been good discussions. You're getting good feelings from this. She does not do the talking out of the side of her mouth that you have become so used to in the workplace. She's very straightforward with both her answers and her questions. But as you're about halfway, you hear a little zzz. And I'm sorry, I try not to do this, but especially during this week, do you mind if I answer my phone while we're...
Of course, go for it.
Perfect, thank you.
And I'll just real quick check my phone to make sure there's no messages and then just close it again.
You do see a Dylan OMG.
I will ignore it.
And Nora looks at her phone and says, I believe I have to make a call. I will return. Yeah. And she gets up and she just like a statuesque absolute goddess strides towards the front of the restaurant and takes her call.
I text Dylan back just 3 heart eyes emojis.
Dylan texts back to you while you're kind of watching, but like you're not super paying attention. You can tell it looks like she's gesturing as though she's like, down, almost as though she's talking to a dog that's jumping up on her. Mm-hmm. But Dylan responds and they're just like, so you banging yet?
In all caps, we're having lunch.
So yes.
No.
Boo. And then a little, the little devil emoji with horns.
I sent back an eye roll emoji.
At this time, Nora comes in, and even though you haven't known her for very long, you know that, at least in public, like she tries to... At no time would you ever describe Nora as making a scene.
Right.
But you can tell that she's kind of shaken. She's kind of rattled. And we may have to cancel. It turns out that Brooke has had a bit of a mental breakdown. I say a bit because her mother called And her mother says that, oh, she's totally fine, but that she refuses to go on. So I can't actually tell if it's a mental break or if it's just one of those, I don't want to deal with it. Mummy, please do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm without a bell.
Damn it, Gonah.
What's wrong, Caitlin?
Well, do you have anyone else in the ensemble who could step in?
I mean, in theory, we have a spoon, but she's not the right proportions, and she is an alto to the core. She cannot hit the higher notes in some of Belle's songs. And I guess we do have Whisk, who has no lines elsewhere in the play, but she can't carry a tune.
Well, sounds like you've got a tricky situation there.
When you did tech,
Mm-hmm.
do you actually know the show, or were you just because Disney did a movie about it, which
I
our
mean-
generation?
I mean, everybody who ever did theater in high school knows that show.
I didn't do that show in high school. I did Titanic, the
Oh.
musical. But I don't suppose. And she takes your hand and she says, I fully understand if you want to say no. I have worked with several charities over the years, and it can be tough to go on stage. I know that I'm very frightened by it myself.
I haven't set foot on a stage in 10 years. If you're asking what I think you're asking.
I understand, but you've got such talent and vivacity, and you're so beautiful for the stage.
Lily's brain stops working when Nora calls her beautiful.
Seeing that, like, maybe that was a step too far, Nora, like, comes back and she sips her water and she says, but I understand. And if you would like, I know you've got so much on your plate right now. You do not have to answer me immediately, but Dylan told me you were coming to the dress rehearsal tonight.
I was going to watch the dress rehearsal tonight.
And like I said, I understand if you can't. I do. But if you would want to try.
I will
Think about it.
it.
Think about
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
I think probably between my call and everything, though, you've overstayed your lunchtime. I will, and she calls a waiter over, and she pays for both your and her meal.
Thank you.
And she says, not a problem. We'll be in touch.
Yep. Yes, we will. I will see you tonight. One way or another.
And she strides out.
I sit there in a panic for a couple of minutes and then kind of like shake my head and decide to deal with this later and go back to the office to continue gathering evidence of my boss's embezzlement.
Like you do.
And so, with that, you have a very eventful night ahead of you. But we're going to go back to another break. Surprise, we're going to extend a little bit longer, but we got to do some tech things in the background. We'll be back shortly. I don't know, like a couple minutes.
Yeah, not nearly as long. Actually, Mayor, if you want to
Yes,
just do
Gonah.
like
Yes.
an ad, one of the 3 minutes ads, we should be back by then, right?
We'll be back in less time than that. We'll be back in
Exactly.
like a couple minutes, y'all.
Hello and welcome back to the hopefully final part of Halo and Horns. Once again, a game by Akani Chang. Our intrepid hero, Lily, has discovered a lot of big things. One, about her boss and all the money he's embezzling, but also where he's been the past couple of days. And the theater production just got a little bit more complicated, and Nora has requested Lily's assistance with the lead role. They just finished lunch. Lily is on her way back to the office to continue gathering evidence of Bobson. What was his name? Dugnut? I forget. Nut.
I don't know. What did you name?
named him?
I named him.
Bobson Duck Nut.
Duck Nut? Sure.
That feels messy and
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah. So and okay, so give me a roll really quick to see if you how effective you are at doing this for the rest of the day.
That is 2 1s.
2 1s. You are much too distracted by one, Nora calling you beautiful. Hard eyes there. And 2, the coming out of theater retirement, possibly for one show. It's weighing heavily on your mind. With that sort of prompt, what are some of Lily's thoughts with this?
Yeah, so I'm in Bobson's office. Originally was trying to like pull together specific pertinent pieces of information and like kind of do some of that math, and it's just not like I can't focus. My head's in a bunch of places. So instead I take out my phone and I just start like taking like screenshots of every page. And I'm like, I'll worry about going through all this later. I just want to document everything. So I don't have like a case specifically, but I do have all of the evidence. So if somehow all of this goes missing, we're still good. And then I managed to find enough pertinent stuff to call the IRS and ask for an appointment, like we talked about. And then I immediately call, once I've like got enough to where I feel good about where I'm at, I call Dylan immediately.
So tell me all about it. It was amazing, right? You saw Heaven twice.
She's great, and she called me beautiful, which I don't remember the last time somebody said that.
I mean, you might as well be married.
What? We're not married.
That's marriage in gay. Like,
I am not calling it, okay? Like, I've known this woman for like a week.
But your souls have known each other for eons.
Okay, yeah. Well, burying the lead a bit here. Did you hear that your bell quit?
So I actually heard from the grapevine that her mom decided that she was not going to be in the play anymore because she was tired of dealing with it. And so she was like, oh, she had a mental breakdown. She didn't have a mental breakdown at all. She's been faking it. What kind of a bitch?
Okay, yes. Yes, that sucks. Guess who Nora wants to replace her? Was this your call? Did you do this?
No, who is it? I know that she was thinking about the one spoon, Sammy, but like she's kind of an alto and she's not really pretty. So like I wouldn't do that one. I don't know who is it, the Whisk?
No, she asked me to do it.
So you're gonna do it, right? And like
I did not say I was gonna do it. I said she asked me to.
Yes, you have to be on stage with me. Oh my god, you would be so great. You'd be so perfect. And you're so, yes, that would be perfect. I love it.
I don't know the show. I don't know any of the blocking. I haven't been on stage in 10 years.
So it's Beauty and the Beast. Like they literally only added one song, and that's the Beast's song. No, 2 songs. You're right. There's 2 songs. No, you're right. There's like 2 songs, but I'm not in the other one, so like it doesn't even matter.
Caitlin,
So you're gonna do it,
definitely
right?
Not use Belle's song as an audition song for 4 years or anything. It's fine.
No,
Anyway,
definitely not.
Theater kids. Love it.
I don't want y'all to not have a show, but like, I don't know what's going on.
And plus, I mean, it's for charity. Like, it's going towards the Actors Fund, and like, that's good. It's good stuff. Like, worst comes to worst, it's on your resume. Like, I did theater for charity, and I did it last minute. Please, 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 please. I love you. You're amazing, and you're so pretty.
Fine.
Yes. I will. Okay, so I still have your measurements from when we did couples costume last Halloween. I will send those off to the costumer to like set it all up so that it fits you perfectly. Yes. Okay, and I'll get the wig. Although we could just do your hair. We could just do your hair. You're a brunette. Oh my god, that would be so perfect. The other two had to wear wigs. This is so perfect.
I mean, there's still a lot of hairstyles going on in that show. A wig is probably still easier than trying to do my hair in the middle of the show.
It'll be fine. It'll be perfect. I love it. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. It just hangs up.
Oh, God. Okay. She kind of like smiles to herself a little bit and then goes into full panic mode. And we'll come out to, what time is it by now? Like 3, 4?
It's about 3:30, 4 o'clock. If as you look around the office, there are several people rubbing their eyes. The coffee pot is empty. Like, everyone's kind of ready to go home.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Jacqueline know that I'm heading out a little bit early, and that she's welcome to as well, and that I will see you tomorrow, and we will chat.
Is it? Did I do bad? Is it?
You did fine. Just don't do anything else.
Okay, but like I normally like after work, I kind of go to the pond and I'll give him some bread and stuff. And like, should I still do that, or should I just like let him fend for himself?
No, just do what you've been doing, but
Okay.
nothing else.
Okay, maybe I'll bring him popcorn today.
Sure.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye. And I will head over to the theater.
Great. You make your way over to the theater, and I mean, you know what it's like. Dress rehearsal the few hours before things go live. Everyone is all over the place doing checks, making sure costumes are good. Tech and stage crew are practicing the stage set turns, all that stuff. A lot of people that you don't know, and but you're looking around. Who are you looking for here?
Probably Nora.
You're looking for Nora? Okay. You're looking around for Nora, and I mean, you've been in stage production before. You know exactly where the director would be at this point in time. Everywhere. everywhere at once. And so you at the moment you're kind of wandering. Dylan finds you before you're able to find Nora.
Hi.
Thank you for doing this. Listen, you've got your own sort of closet to work with. Just wait there. I'll make sure that Nora comes by.
Okay. I still haven't actually told her that I'm doing this. So.
Okay. And so Dylan looks over at a plate, you know, just a very large plate, and goes, "Can you make sure Nora makes it to the closet, Belle's closet? Thank you." And Dylan goes, "Okay, I gotta go. So I need to eat something or something. I don't know." Dylan makes an excuse. So waiting in the in your own little private room, there's a mirror. There's a small little couch, little almost like a love seat, and the Belle costume rack is there. I don't know, maybe, sure. It's been years. And you hear a knock at the door.
Come in.
And in enters Nora. Gonah, do you want to take care of Nora?
Oh, sure. I didn't know if you were setting something up. That would be.
I know. This is your thing.
Darling, Dylan told me, I assume immediately after they talked to you. I thank you so much. This means the world to me. You're amazing. I have already told the makeup guru after they are done with the beast, they are supposed to come in here and help you with what we've been doing for Belle, so that way you will blend with everyone else, at least for now, until you get into the castle, and then we'll zhuzh you up a little bit more. As we are going through, all of the costumes have already been changed. Dylan thought that we could do your hair. You can have your hair for regular if you would like, but while we're in the more...
Yes, I'm aware my camera went out. I don't know why. I'm working on it.
It's okay. I'll just keep... Nora's just talking to you this whole time. And Nora is listing off all of the ways that she is going to be accommodating, and she truly has thought everything through. As you look on the sides of the... what did you call it? A closet of your green room. There are posters up with handwritten, like where you need to be, what side of the stage you need to be at, and things like that. And she says, okay, it's completely up to you how you want to do this. We will have someone on the wings ready to give you lines if you need them, and we fully understand that you might need them all the way till the end. But I can't tell you how thankful I am for this.
Yeah, lines are gonna be a thing that I'm gonna need.
And that's absolutely fine.
I have not seen a script.
She points towards, so you are at, it's a dresser drawer that almost looks more like it was a desk that was repurposed, and a mirror was put up on the wall behind it. And she's in that drawer up there is the music script. In that drawer down there are the word script. And in the drawer beneath it, you'll find where I've given you all of the notes that I have, if that would help. I don't know if it would help your process or not, so I thought I'd just kind of try to cover all the bases.
I do not have a process, so all of that sounds great.
We'll figure it out as we go. I do have to get going, but thank you so much. And she offers her hand like this.
I will kind of take it.
And she bends down, kisses the hand, and says, "You will be a lovely princess," and strides out the door. What you do?
Caitlin just short-circuited. Damn it, Gonah.
I think y'all should just be very, very glad that I don't have to romance every single one of you, because I will.
Yeah, so Lily is going to frantically open up a script and start paging through it, going through lines. She's not so much worried about the music because she knows all the songs, but trying to at least get a basic sense of the dialogue.
And everything's highlighted. There are even tabs in there, and Act 1, Act 2, all of it.
Right, and so she's just kind of going through, trying to suss out where the beats are, so that she can at least kind of, even if the dialogue isn't right, she's got the right set of things. Yeah, So that's what she's doing for the foreseeable future.
Okay. And someone does come in for your makeup. Someone does come in to help with styling your hair. Dylan comes in and is just a general nuisance, and is eventually waved out by those who are setting up. And he says, "Okay, come on out whenever you're ready, and let's fucking kick this ass."
Yeah, okay.
And if you would please roll 2 6s.
4 and a 6.
Okay, so like,
10.
yeah, that's a 10. That you are not only successful, as you are up on stage, you recall how you did this when you were in high school, and you recall how at least how that director had things set up. And most of the set is very similar. I mean, it's Disney. We probably rented a good chunk of the set from one of the larger theaters. The person who is doing your lines does them very well and is able to feed them to you easily. And honestly, the cast and crew are very nice, not out of their way nice, but like, hey, good job out there, Lily. Like, they're just, this kind of seems like a family that's willing to welcome you in. But you finish out the show. Everyone, like, the moment that the curtains close, everyone around you does their loudest scream. And then they start like turning to each other and high-fiving each other, and heck yeah, we got this, we're good. And everyone is congratulating you and shaking your hand, and that was so great, you're so amazing, good job. And eventually, like, Dylan, who was one of the unnamed chorus parts, so like was further on the outskirts, like wiggles their way in and like gives you this big hug and says, "You are amazing! Oh my god, you should never have given this up. This was amazing. I'm so proud of you."
Thanks. Yeah, that was fun. It was really fun.
The curtain reopens up. Tech people start replacing things and putting things back where they're supposed to be. You hear someone up near the sound booth say, or not sound booth, but sound table, say, "Make sure to put away your mics." And Nora comes up and she has a little notebook and she goes through notes and she says, "Okay, this was an amazing dress rehearsal. We have a weekend. We're going to raise so much money. And I'm just going to say it. We couldn't have done this without Lily. So, applause for Lily." And everyone just absolutely loses their shit for you.
Lily kind of like punches.
Please do not perceive. And once all of the notes are done, Nora waves everyone off and they all go to, just peel off the costumes, wipe off the makeup. And Nora goes up to you and says, "It was amazing. Now, are you sure you want to do this? This wasn't uncomfortable for you?"
I mean, it was a lot for the first time in a while, but I mean, it went pretty well. I think we could. Yeah, let's do it.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. It's late, and she looks at her watch, and it is like midnight. You don't want to go to a bar and get a drink, do you?
Yes, but rain check. I've got a lot to do at work tomorrow, and I just,
I fully understand. Rain check.
But yes, but rain check.
Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. And she goes off and talks to other people as they have questions and concerns.
As she walks off under her breath, Lily goes, "Because you're really scary." Oh, and then goes to find Dylan.
You eventually do find Dylan, and like they're preening and pripping. Yeah, I've known Lily since we were in high school.
Who is Dylan playing? Did I ever ask that? I don't think we ever asked that.
You never asked, but Dylan was the understudy for LeFou, but as it stands is currently a knife and villager number 3.
Okay. Hey, I was gonna catch a train home. Are you going out, or what are you doing?
Oh, I want to go with you.
Okay.
I think that I know everyone. No. No, we'll drink over the weekend. It'll be great. But I'll go home with you.
All right.
So Dylan goes off, gets changed, all that kind of stuff. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No.
Okay. In that case, you two ride the train.
I can't believe you pulled it off.
I can't believe I did that.
Oh, sorry. This was at the Angel.
Oh, never mind. I thought you were Dylan.
No, sorry.
Go ahead.
You would be amazed what a tall woman in a vest can do.
I see. I could have gone with that angle too.
I mean, could you have?
It's against the rules to copycat. So
Nora works with charity. It had to be.
Yeah. And if she was, I mean, when you think about it, if Lily was truly good and worthy of heaven, all the money that she got from her promotion could have gone to the charity too.
Oh, you would have allowed that. You would have let that go because so many rich people are so charitable and give their money away all the time.
I would have allowed it. We're not supposed to get in the way of her decision, but she could have had every chance to up until tonight. But I will hand it to you. She did the thing.
She did the thing, and she was really good at it, wasn't she?
Oh, so good. So good. Like begrudgingly good.
I mean, we have to give them their dues when they do well. She could have done better at figuring out the money thing. I mean, that's one of the first things that they teach you as an accountant. You have to go through all of those ethics classes. How can you not know that you call the IRS and you tell them and then they come in and look at the files? I'm sure you'll be fine. You made a duck.
Yeah, speaking of which, hold on. Lily, you check your phone for the first time since the beginning of the dress rehearsal, and you have a bevy of texts from Jacqueline.
Oh no.
A lot of them are, "Where are you?" A lot of them is, "Okay." A few of them are, "Okay, I can handle this on my own for now." When you scroll all the way down to the beginning, "I can't find Bobson."
Oh, no. I call Jacqueline immediately.
I was gonna say, because we're running out of time here.
Oh shit.
I was gonna try and have that. That will be for next time.
Ooh.
If we bring this cast together for Halo and Horns again.
Cliffhanger.
But Gonah, Angel GM, you have succeeded in your goal before I did. Good job. I will hand it to you. You are a worthy opponent.
Thank you. Righteousness and angels rule, devils drool.
I think my goal could have been a little more tighter. I was really struggling. Anyway.
Okay, wait. So what was your goal?
My goal was
I'm
to
assuming Gonah's was to get me in the show.
Yes, mine was to get you as rich as possible.
Okay, well, I not rich.
You got middle manager rich.
Yeah.
Well, and like it's very interesting because this changed. Initially, like my good thing was going to be that your character Lily, I guess, would start a riot for a good cause. But then looking at certain things, we decided against that just because like it could run into lines and veils from all three of us. So like pitch that. And then you gave us theater.
Yep. And then you gave us theater. And
I didn't even give you theater. I just said that my roommate was an actor because if you live in New York, everyone's roommate is an actor.
That's giving us theater.
That's giving us theater.
This was a ton of fun. Halo and Horns can be found on itch.io, created by Connie Chang, wonderful friend. Go check out all of their stuff on Twitter is it at Connie Chang?
By Connie Chang.
Yeah.
By Connie Chang. Yeah. Mayor already put the command into the chat. But yeah, this was a ton of fun. If you want to emulate this and do some really fun shenanigans of your own, please purchase it. There's also some community copies that other people have bought so everyone else can enjoy and support Connie and indie TTRPG creators. So yeah, my name is Christian, but in online spaces I'm best known as Kappa. You can find me on Twitter at the Kappa Chris. And Wednesday nights you can find me on Revenge of the Crits on Kevin Kudo's channel, where we play Star Wars. We play D&D 5e skinned for the Star Wars universe set in between episodes 2 and 3. And every Friday, where you can find your favorite podcasts, you can find me on Roads Uncharted. Very big secrets just happened, so if you've been watching that, thank you. That has been a really long time coming. But other than that, again, Twitter, all my projects are on can be found at the Kappa Chris. Throwing it over to my co-GM in this direction, I think. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I am Gonah _Hawking on Twitter, as well as like .hawking on TikTok, things like that. I am primarily a variety streamer. I play League of Legends, RPG games, and scary games. And pretty soon, gonna be playing some D&D on that channel as well, and that is going to involve Caitlin as well as others. This was very exciting and very different. I liked this a lot. And just as a heads up, we did this first. There is going to be another round of this that's going to be 2 different DMs and a different person. Although I think Caitlin, you're doing this a second time, right? No,
Kappa is.
It's me.
Kappa is doing it a second time. Okay, so Kappa is going to continue to be in the next Halo and Horns, while Caitlin and I get to sit in the chat and yell about the chaos and how I'm sure there are going to be other disaster bisexuals. So yeah, passing it off to Caitlin.
Hello, I am Caitlin, your resident disaster bisexual. Gonah knows too much about me and weaponized all of it today, so that was great. I am also known as a theaterphile. You can find me all over the internet at that handle. I am a variety streamer primarily focusing on vintage gaming. So every game that I play on my channel is at least 10 years old. I am not responsible for making you feel old. If I have to, so do you. Currently, we are playing Kingdom Hearts 2 on Wednesday nights and Super Mario RPG on Sunday afternoons. That's going to start sometime between 30 minutes when it's supposed to start and an hour from now when it probably will actually start today. But that's coming up. And I also do a lot of TTRPG stuff. I was on Secrets Beyond the Suns here on this channel earlier this year, and I will be hanging out over on Gonah's channel in the near future for a to-be-named campaign. So definitely check that out as well, and follow me on Twitch or Twitter for updates.
And finally, want to give a shout out once again to our lovely, lovely host and tech person, Mare. Mayor's got all this stuff going on. I don't know.
Hi,
Mayor,
I'm here.
did you what?
I'm
Yeah,
here.
okay,
Hello. This is Mare. This is my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching this very big disaster of Halo and Horns. Yes, we will have a second show. It'll be me, Kappa, and Lady Dame in chat sometime in August, date and time to be determined, but please keep an eye out on all 3 of our Twitters. We will be streaming about it. That's all I got right now. In the meantime, we're gonna go raid Eva Serrate, and they're playing a game of Monster Heart Summer Camp, which just premiered like an hour and a half ago. It's a phenomenal cast, and it's gonna be amazing. So we're gonna go stop over, say hi to them, and everyone have a lovely start of your week. Bye!